So I'm having a day off today, and lately I'm feeling very drained of work, and I felt like I need to get out. I need to just walk around and take some photos again, just appreciate the little things. I have my Fuji with me as always, so feel free to join me on this little walk. I started off with this image of a bike leaning against a street sign. I really liked the composition, but looking at it now, the background with the black walls and the construction sites on the left is just a bit too distracting and makes the image feel too busy. Maybe it was just something to warm up a little. I shot this next one because I thought the building looked quite interesting, and I liked the soft backlighting. But again, I think this was more of a warm-up shot. Here I really like the greenery around this house. Since we're already in the middle of November when I shot this, it felt quite unique to still see this massive green tree and all the bushes around it. But still, there's this one little yellow tree standing in the middle of it all. Not my best photo, but I like the scene. Just around the corner I came across these houses, which somehow intrigued me because of the chairs in front of them. I wanted to capture the corner of the street as well, which is why it's framed a bit wider, but looking at it now, it might have looked cooler with a tighter frame. What do you think? Then I noticed this beautiful tree that really stood out to me with its orange and green leaves. And when I looked up, I even noticed that the moon was still visible, so I tried to include it in the shot. Next, I came across this little pathway and just loved the different autumn colors. Nothing too special though. And as you can see, this time I'm very lucky with the weather. I'm so excited that the sun is peeking through. It makes everything so much better. And from here on, the light just kept getting better. Here, I really loved how the sun was peeking through the trees and shining onto this car in the foreground. And the yellow leaves, it made the whole golden light even better. From this moment on, the sun was really beautiful, so I stopped here again to capture the street sign, which was illuminated by the sun from behind. It felt like such a calm and wonderful morning. This one was taken just a few steps further. Here, the sun really peeked through the houses, lighting up the whole sky. And again, I really love the autumn vibe of this image. It's really strange how quickly things can change. Just a little light, a bit of warmth, and suddenly everything feels softer. I didn't expect this walk to make such a difference, but it did. Sometimes all it takes is a calm morning to remind you that you're still here, and that's enough. This is just a little fun photo I took of myself in the mirror, but I also really love the background with this beautiful building on the right and those orange trees beside it, and myself in the mirror acting as this was a natural divider element. I love this next one because of the old red car and the woman walking on the other side of a frame. I think the composition works perfectly and I love the little color touches. It feels so good to just walk a little. My wife and I spontaneously remade our office and bought some new furniture, built it up, and reorganized a little bit. And my body freaking hurts. But let me know in the comments if you want to see a room tour of our office, because I think it looks really cool. There are still a few things that we need to do, but it's almost ready. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Here I appreciated how the sun shined onto this huge building, so I had to capture it. Luckily I even had some trees in the foreground, which made the scene even more interesting. This is another image I took because of its beautiful lighting. The sun really made everything so much better that day, and I think this one works beautifully with a blue sky in the background. A few streets further, I noticed the sun peeking through the buildings and I had to stop and appreciate it for a bit. And of course, take a photo of it. I think it's lacking something in the foreground. I was waiting for someone to cross the street, but unfortunately that didn't happen and I wanted to move on. Here, I really liked how the church is beautifully framed by the street. I feel like the sun could be a bit more prominent in this one, but I think the backlight still works quite nicely. Here's another one with a moon visible on the sky. I really liked how this house was illuminated by the sun again. It perfectly separates itself from the blue sky. This is another one where I thought the light might make for a nice photo, but in the end I feel like it's a bit too crowded and doesn't really have a clear subject to focus on. Here I held on for a minute and tried to capture the smoke coming out of a chimney. It created such a beautiful look against the backlight. Unfortunately, I think the image is a bit too bright overall, and looking at it now, I feel like the composition isn't really working. This next one was taken just a few steps further, when I saw the light shining onto the trees and the stone fence at the end of this pathway. I really like the framing with the building in the foreground, creating a leading line straight towards the sunlight. And that's already the last photo. I loved the strong shadow and wanted to create another fun little image of myself, or in this case, of my shadow. So I hope you enjoyed coming along on this little walk, and I would really love to hear your opinion on these photos. Let me know which one is your favorite, and also let me know if you generally enjoy watching these little photo walks, and hit the like button if you did. That would really help a lot, and I will see you in the next one.